Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Mindful Living Podcast, your quiet space to think a little deeper about everyday life.
Hi, everyone. We are really glad you are here with us again today.
Today we are talking about something very familiar, but also very confusing for many people.
Yes, we are talking about time, but not just time itself.
We are talking about the feeling that we never really have enough time, even when life is supposed to be easier now.
That is such a strange feeling, because if you think about it, modern life should save us so much time.
Exactly. We have technology everywhere. Machines doing the work. And apps helping us stay organized.
We can order food in minutes, send money instantly, and even automate small daily tasks.
And still, so many people say the same thing every day: I am so busy.
And not just busy, but also tired, overwhelmed, and sometimes even a little lost.
Do you ever feel like your whole day was full, but at the end, you cannot clearly remember what you actually did?
Yes, that happens to me more often than I would like to admit.
You answer messages. You check things. You move from one task to another. But it all feels fragmented.
And at night, you sit there thinking, why do I feel so tired if I did nothing truly important?
That feeling is very real, and many people experience it quietly.
I have a strange thought sometimes. I think the day does not really start in the morning.
That sounds interesting. What do you mean exactly?
I think the day actually starts the night before.
That makes a lot of sense when you think about it carefully.
If your night is restless, noisy, or full of distractions, your next day already begins with less energy.
Yes, your body might sleep, but your mind does not fully slow down.
So you wake up already tired, already rushed, already mentally crowded.
And then you blame your morning, even though the real problem started earlier.
I feel like our minds are always receiving too much information.
Yes. And not all of that information is helpful or necessary.
Some of it is just noise, but we still let it enter our thoughts.
Exactly. And slowly, that noise builds up and makes everything feel heavier.
It is like your brain becomes a room filled with random objects you never asked for.
And cleaning that room becomes harder and harder over time.
There is something else that creates stress in a very quiet way.
Let me guess. Small, unfinished tasks.
Yes, those tiny things that seem unimportant at first.
A message you did not reply to. A task you delayed. Or something you plan to do later.
At first, they feel harmless. But then they start taking up mental space.
And the longer they stay unfinished, the heavier they feel inside your mind.
It is strange how something small can grow so big emotionally.
Sometimes, finishing one small task brings more peace than starting something big.
I used to think I just needed more time to fix everything.
But now you think differently.
Yes, because I realized something important.
Tell me, what did you realize?
Even if I have free time, I cannot use it well if I am exhausted.
That is a powerful realization. And very true.
So maybe the real problem is not time, but energy.
Yes. Energy is what makes time usable and meaningful.
I think many people try to fix their schedule, but they ignore how they actually feel.
That is very true. Because a perfect schedule means nothing if your energy is low.
Sometimes people plan their day like they are machines, not human beings.
And human beings are not designed to work at the same level all day.
We have rhythms. We have highs and lows. And that is completely normal.
The problem is that many people expect themselves to be productive all the time.
Which slowly creates pressure that never really goes away.
And that pressure quietly drains your energy even more.
So you end up in a cycle that feels impossible to escape.
Work harder. Feel more tired. Then try to work even harder again.
Yes. And eventually your body starts pushing back.
Through fatigue, lack of focus, or even emotional burnout.
And then people wonder why everything suddenly feels so heavy.
I think one important idea is this: rest is not a reward.
That is interesting. What do you mean by that?
Rest is not something you earn after being exhausted.
It is something you need in order to stay balanced.
Exactly. Rest is part of the system, not a bonus at the end.
I also feel like attention is becoming more valuable than time itself.
Yes, because without attention, time just passes without meaning.
You can spend hours doing things and still feel empty.
Because your attention was never fully there.
It is like being present physically, but absent mentally,
And that happens more often than we realize.
especially with phones, notifications, and constant interruptions.
Our attention is always being pulled away from where we are.
So even simple moments lose their depth.
Yes. And when moments lose depth, life starts feeling flat.
I want to go back to something we mentioned earlier.
You mean unfinished tasks?
Yes, but also unfinished thoughts and worries.
That is a very important point.
Sometimes it is not tasks that drain us.
It is the things we keep thinking about without resolving.
Conversations, decisions, or even small doubts.
They stay open in the mind and quietly use our energy.
So the brain never fully rests.
Because something is always unfinished inside.
I want to talk more about those strong hours of the day.
Your best mental hours.
Yes! The moments when your mind feels clear and focused.
Those hours are incredibly valuable.
But people often waste them on small or easy tasks.
Because those tasks feel comfortable and familiar.
But they do not create meaningful progress.
So your best energy gets used on the least important things.
And later, when you need that energy, it is already gone.
I think boundaries are a very important part of this conversation.
Yes, but many people feel uncomfortable setting boundaries.
Because they think it makes them selfish.
But in reality, boundaries protect your time and energy.
Without them, everything starts leaking away slowly.
And you do not even notice it happening.
That is why time is often lost quietly. Not dramatically.
Through small interruptions, small requests, small distractions. Slowing down sounds simple, but it feels difficult in real life.
Because we are used to moving quickly all the time.
Speed has become normal, even when it is not healthy.
And when you slow down, it can feel uncomfortable at first.
Because suddenly you notice everything more clearly.
Including your thoughts, your feelings, and your habits.
I think people are not really afraid of having no time.
What are they afraid of then?
They are afraid of being still and facing their thoughts.
That is a very honest observation. So maybe this is not just about time management.
It is about how we relate to our own lives.
And how we choose to spend our attention and energy.
Because time will always pass anyway.
But how we experience that time is what truly matters.
So instead of asking, how can I do more today?
Maybe we should ask, what actually matters today?
And maybe also, what can I let go of today?
Because Letting go is just as important as doing more.
I feel like people are always trying to optimize everything in their lives.
Yes. They try to make everything faster, more efficient, and more productive.
But sometimes, optimization removes something important.
You mean the human feeling behind the activity?
Exactly. The feeling, the presence, the experience itself.
When everything becomes efficient, it can also become empty.
Because efficiency focuses on output, not meaning.
And life is not just about output.
Do you remember when doing nothing used to feel normal?
Yes. And now doing nothing feels almost uncomfortable.
Because we always feel like we should be doing something.
Or improving something. Or fixing something.
That constant need to act creates a lot of hidden pressure.
And that pressure slowly becomes part of daily life.
I think mental fatigue is harder to notice than physical fatigue.
Yes. Because it builds slowly and quietly.
You do not realize it until everything starts feeling difficult.
Even simple decisions can feel overwhelming.
Like choosing what to eat or what to do next.
And suddenly everything feels heavier than it should.
Let's talk about phones for a moment.
That is a dangerous topic.
Yes, because it is so relevant to everyone.
People check their phones without even thinking.
It becomes automatic, almost like a reflex.
And every check takes a little piece of attention away.
Those small pieces add up over time.
And suddenly your day feels fragmented again.
Habits play a big role in how we experience time.
Yes. Because habits shape how our days actually look.
Small habits can quietly control large parts of our life.
That is why awareness is so important.
Because without awareness, habits run automatically.
I think we need to talk more about rest.
Yes, because many people misunderstand what rest really is.
Rest is not just lying down or sleeping.
Sometimes you sleep, but your mind is still active.
And that is not real rest.
Real rest means your mind can slow down.
And your thoughts can finally settle.
Balance is something people talk about a lot.
But it is not always easy to achieve.
Because life keeps changing all the time.
So balance is not something fixed.
It is something you adjust continuously. I think awareness is the key to everything we discussed today.
Yes. Because without awareness, nothing really changes.
You keep repeating the same patterns again and again.
And those patterns slowly shape your entire life.
What do you think makes a day meaningful?
That is a deep question. I think a meaningful day is not about how much you do.
Then, what is it about?
It is about how connected you feel to what you are doing.
That makes a lot of sense. I noticed something interesting recently.
What did you notice?
When I slow down, time feels longer.
That is because you are actually experiencing each moment.
Instead of rushing through everything.
Small practices can help bring awareness back.
Like what?
Breathing slowly, walking without distractions, or sitting quietly.
Those sound simple, but they are powerful.
Yes, because they reconnect you with the present moment.
Letting go is something people often avoid.
Because it feels uncomfortable or uncertain.
But holding on to everything creates stress.
Yes, especially things that no longer serve you.
Have you ever experienced a flow state?
Yes, when you are fully focused and everything feels natural.
Time seems to disappear in those moments.
But in a good way, not in a stressful way.
I think people need more resets during the day.
Yes, small resets can make a big difference.
Even a few minutes can help clear your mind.
And bring your attention back.
How we talk to ourselves also matters a lot.
Yes, because that voice shapes how we feel.
If you are always harsh with yourself, everything feels heavier.
But if you are kinder, things feel more manageable.
I think many people chase unrealistic routines,
Yes. Routines that look good but are hard to sustain.
and then they feel disappointed when they cannot follow them.
That is why simple and realistic routines work better.
So maybe the goal is not to control every minute.
But to be more present in the minutes you already have?
That feels much more human and sustainable.
Yes. Because it respects how life actually works.
So here is something to reflect on today.
Where does your attention go most of the time?
And does it go there intentionally?
Or does it just drift without direction?
Small awareness can create big changes.
And those changes can improve how you experience your life. That was a really thoughtful conversation.
Yes. And we used some very useful words along the way.
So, this is a good moment to slow down and explore them together.
Because understanding vocabulary in context makes it easier to remember.
Let's start with the word overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed means feeling like something is too much to handle.
For example, you might feel overwhelmed when you have too many tasks.
Or when your mind is full of too many thoughts at the same time.
Repeat after me. Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
Next, let's look at the word drift.
Drift means to move slowly without a clear direction.
We used it to describe how attention moves without intention.
For example, your mind can drift when you are tired or distracted.
Repeat. Drift.
Drift.
Another useful word is fragmented.
Fragmented means broken into small, disconnected parts.
A fragmented day feels busy but not meaningful.
Because nothing feels complete or connected.
Repeat. Fragmented.
Fragmented.
Now let's look at recharge.
Recharge means to regain energy after being tired.
For example, taking a break can help you recharge.
Or spending quiet time can help your mind recharge.
Repeat. Recharge.
Recharge.
A very important word today is awareness.
Awareness means noticing what is happening inside and around you.
It helps you understand your thoughts and your actions.
And it helps you make better choices.
Repeat. Awareness.
Awareness.
Let's look at a useful phrase. Let go.
Let go means to stop holding on to something.
It can be thoughts, habits, or even expectations.
Letting go can create more space in your life.
Repeat. Let go.
Let go.
Now let's reflect on everything we talked about today.
Yes. Not just the words, but also the ideas behind them.
What do you think is the biggest reason people feel busy today?
I think it is not just work, but also constant mental noise.
That is very true, because the mind rarely gets a break.
And without rest, even small things feel difficult.
So, what is one simple thing people can do today?
I would say, close one small unfinished task.
That is a great idea, because small completion creates relief.
And that relief helps your mind feel lighter.
Another idea could be to spend 10 minutes without any distractions.
Yes, just sitting, walking, or breathing quietly.
Because slowing down helps you reconnect with your life.
And it reminds you that time is not just something to manage.
It is something to experience